Hello there. What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be unboxing and assembling Cassian Andor and K-2SO. We'll put them together and let's also show you what the sprues look like, show you all the cards inside, and have some fun with this. If you guys are new here, there's a giveaway going on right now for a $25 Amazon gift card. All you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment, and you're automatically entered to win. I typically run those for about 2 weeks, and I announce those usually at the end of my videos, so make sure you stay tuned. And there's always another one going on. We've got our sprue here, we've got some cards, we've got our rules insert, we got 2 bases. Now everything is on one sprue here. So we've got our K-2SO, which looks pretty self-contained in this section here. He's got his whole body is almost one piece. He's got the back part right there, which is going to go in. He's got a single body head, which looks good, and then he's got the arm. Oh, he's got the other arm options right there as well. So he's going to be fun to put together. And then Cassian, on the other hand, is body, torso, arm. Wait, those look like the same arm. What's the difference between these two? Are they just duplicates? A07, A06. There's it's he's got a different pistol there. Yeah, and then of course he's got the sniper, and then he's got his head, and then a different arm depending on if you're doing the double armed thing, or you got the backpack right there. Okay, well that seems pretty self-explanatory. See, actually that looks like one of the easier models kits to put together. We've got our rules insert here. It's going to have the instructions in case you lost yours or whatever and want to kind of see. Yeah, that's kind of how he's going to go. And then we've got our new rules insert. We're going to have a Covert Ops token in case you deploy him with Covert Ops. And I'll have the Danger Sense, Detachment, Guardian, all that other stuff. So fun with all of this. This is actually a really cool little box here, considering that you're getting 2 dudes, right? Although he kind of has to go with him. All right, let's look at the cards. All right, so we have our Cassian Andor. He is a commander, 6 health, only courage 2, which isn't too uncommon for rebels. But he's only 90 points, which is not bad. He's got 2 training, he's got equipment, and he's got his gun option there. He's got 2 melee, he's got a red and 2 white for his regular blaster, which is not bad. It's better than 3 white that Iden has, kind of his counterpart on the other side. So I like the red die in there. He's got both surges, which is nice. White die, so and he's got Pierce 1 on that blaster, which is not half bad. Now he's got Covert Ops, which is going to allow him to get infiltrate if he wants, but he's going to also have to become an operative if he does that. Now becoming an now granted, this is only when you deploy. So if he could be your only commander, and then you're running without with like potentially 3 operatives at that one point, because it's only for, it bypasses list building at that point because it's a change. And but then you'd have to nominate another commander, and they'd have to be, they couldn't be an operative, and there's rules for how you pick a different commander if you have none because of somebody running Covert Ops. He's got Danger Sense 3, so lots of extra white dice if he's got that suppression on him, which is something that he's going to want to do. He also has Loadout, which you can give him lots of different things, and then you choose which ones he's going to use, which is really fun because you are going to be able to be like, hey, you know what? I want him to have offensive push and hunter. All right, that's cool. All right, well, oh wait, hold on, I'm going up against this list. Hold on, let me swap those out from my sideboard, which was Overwatch and Duck and Cover or something like that. You have to charge the most expensive ones. And and so you still pay for the most expensive option, but you can have options when you deploy. So that's how Loadout works. He's got Marksman. You can spend an aim token to improve attack die results. If you have more than 1 aim token, it says you can do that because it says tokens in plural. But basically, aim token will, if you want to do it as a normal aim, you just do it as a normal aim. But if you want to spend it for an alternative effect, then it's going to just improve a die, either from blank to hit or from hit to crit. He's got tactical 1, so he's going to get a free aim when he moves, which is real nice. That's one of the things I really, really like about Cassian. Having played Rex and a whole bunch, I don't think you really need offensive push all that much. But with tactical 1, he's got built in. He's able to make that regular range 2 pistol not half bad. Just not half bad at all. So I like that. I like that a lot on him. And I see kind of like a big difference between him and Iden Versio and like kind of how you run them. That's kind of my thoughts. But yeah, so yeah, I dig it. He also comes with his little buddy here, who's gonna be K-2SO. Now K-2SO isn't a counterpart. He's gonna be an but he is gonna require Cassian, right? He's got detachment, Cassian Andor. So he's got calculate odds, and that's going to basically give somebody an aim, dodge, and suppression. And that can be to yourself too, which is very, very useful. He's got armor 1, which is awesome. He's got detachment, so he has to be, you can only take him if you got Cassian. You have to deploy him next to Cassian. And it's got incognito, which basically means you can't attack him. Of course, you have to get closer, or he has to attack or try an objective card action. And he's got teamwork for Cassian, which is also really, really good because, he can help give Cassian extra tokens. Like, oh, you want an extra aim? Well, I'm going to go ahead and aim and dodge with K-2SO. There you go, Cassian. And he's 70 points, though, so it's a little bit more expensive than somebody to just be a token feeder, but sometimes it could work. He does have Surge to Crit, which is awfully nice. Red defense 9, no defensive surge, but he's got 4 red for his melee, so he can hit you pretty hard. Like, here's a guy who can potentially move in and try and put some damage on, a lightsaber wielding character. It's one of those melee threats. He can come in and be like, yeah, I can take the hits. I got red defense die. Come on, let's get some. He's speed 2, just like Cassian is, so that's good. But he also can take a weapon or a comms, and so that's cool. Let's take a look at the upgrade cards. All right, so we have the A280 CFE pistol config. This is Cassian only, and it's still range 1 to 2. It's got 2 red and a black, so better dice pool, and it's got long shot, which is real nice. It's basically you can spend an aim token to increase the maximum range by 1 for each aim spent, which is pretty cool. However, it's the problem is, like, you're gonna have some aims. I mean, I guess, like, if you want range 3, I guess it gives you an option because he can get a couple of aims, and so then you can certainly get some crits out of that. It's got Pierce 1, but this one's also got Reconfigure, so you can flip it over and get your sniper config, which I feel like this one works a little bit better. Now it is cumbersome, so you can't use it and move in the same activation. But I mean, this is a thing where he's probably going to want to aim and shoot. It's got high velocity. It's got Pierce 1, and then he's already got I feel like this one works better with him because he's already got marksman. No, he won't get the tactical 1, but I mean, if somebody gets close to him, he's already got a 3-die weapon with Pierce. And he's got marksman, so he can always just shoot people at closer range. So but since this one is the same card, you can choose either of those. Now, so that means he doesn't really get to benefit from loadout as much with this because he could have picked the face up side either way. And if it needs to change at some point, he can recover and flip it over. You also have a new weapon for Jin, and this is one I love this. I love so much about this particular weapon because it's Jin or K-2SO only. So it's for K-2SO, but if Jin's in your army, you can reduce the card's point cost by 5. And it's a 5-die weapon. It's not bad. It's got suppressive also, and it's got Pierce 1. It's only range 2, but that's honestly, that's really not bad, and especially on K-2SO, who's already got Surge to Crit, and it may end up having some free aim tokens as a result of Cassian. This could be really nice. This could be a lot of fun. As far as other upgrades, we're also getting another copy of Offensive Push, Hunter, Overwatch, Duck and Cover, Grappling Hooks, Recon Intel, and HQ Uplink. Now, we've got ourselves also some, we got the cardboard, so let's just look at the cardboard real quick, and then we'll do the command cards. We've got the Cassian Commander stuff. We've got his token there. We've got our trusty proof of purchase. And we got all our standby and dodge and aim and suppression tokens. We got some more 3 suppression tokens. We have a second piece of cardboard in this box, in this kit. And this also has the operative tokens, as well as the special. If you deploy Cassian as an operative, you'll mark him that way. All right. And now we got the command cards. Let's start off with Crack Shot. Cassian's 1 pip. He gains Gunslinger and an aim token. And at the end of his activation, he may gain a suppression token, and he gains a standby. So Cassian, this is like this is maybe one of those cards where something like this ends up being a lot more practical. You know, like Gunslinger with and you're gonna have an aim token. You probably have another aim token for moving. Probably if you take an aim action, potentially even also, you could really do some nasty damage as Gunslinger that turn. Plus, you're gonna gain a standby token, so you can activate again. And if K2 goes next, it gives you another aim token, then you can do really fun things. And he's gonna have Gunslinger for the whole turn, right? So I really like that. And also it's giving him a suppression at the end of his turn too, which a lot of times you will need. So especially when you've got Danger Sense and you want to get that, you want to get that light cover. That's a cool thing. All right, we're gonna go up to last stand right here. This is Cassian Andor and one trooper. While Cassian Andor issues an order to a operative or commander, they gain Indomitable. Now, Indomitable is what Wookiees have, unless you roll red dice to clear out stuff. And they give an aim, dodge, or suppression token for each wound they have up to 3. And so like this one, like I feel like it wants to work with K-2SO. It also wants to work with Jin. But it could work with a lot of other people. But I feel like it works probably best right now with K-2SO because they have teamwork. So now it's going to gain an age dominant and suppression token for each that they have. And so like he can gain a couple of aim and dodges, and then Cassian's gonna gain those also. So like that's a really, really powerful, like I need to kill you card. And the artwork's perfect for it too. I love this art. I love the art on all of these cards, as a matter of fact. All right, we've got Volunteer Mission. Volunteer Mission. Cassian Andor and 2 troopers. This is his 3-pip. When Cassian Andor issues an order to a commander, operative, or special forces, the unit recovers. So recover is good. And they gain Danger Sense 1. Now it's going to stack with Danger Sense existing. So this is made to go with Jin and Pathfinders. Like it's absolutely made for that. And they also gain a suppression. They may gain a suppression token. So that much is good. Just really, really, like this is defensive. Like while this one is probably a little more offensive, I mean, it's got dodge in there too. This one is heavily defensive. And so I really like that one. This one's like a good, I think, mid-game. Like we're about to start shooting, or we have started shooting already, and my guys have some suppression left over. Especially if your Pathfinders and Jin have like duck and cover on them. And then we've got Sacrifice here. This is K-2SO's only card. It is a 3-pip, and it is going to issue orders only to 2 people though. So Cassian and K-2SO. This one does require K-2SO. So it's going to be Cassian and K2. K-2SO gains Guardian 4. At the end of K-2SO's activation, you may choose another friendly commander or operative unit at range 1 and in line of sight of K-2SO. If you do, defeat K-2SO and enemy units cannot perform ranged attacks against the chosen unit until the end of the round. Like that's just so, like it's got 2 things going on, right? So first off, just giving K2 Guardian 4 is insane. It's really good against the rebels that have Danger Sense, because one of the things that Danger Sense excels, here's Danger Sense again, by the way. Well, it doesn't say it on there, but it basically lets you roll extra dice up to your suppression value, up to the number of Danger Sense. So if you got Danger Sense 3 and you have 3 suppression, you're going to roll 3 extra dice. If you got Danger Sense 3 and you have only 1 suppression, you only roll 1. But if you have Danger Sense 3 and you have 10 suppression, you still max out at 3. But yeah, it's so great. So, but the problem is big attacks are still going to get through. So if he can Guardian even just a couple, just to make it to where like, oh, I'm rolling an extra 3 dice. So, but if you can bring somebody down to only rolling defending against 2 attacks, 2 hits, they get to roll maybe 5 dice against 2, and they have a chance to actually stop that. So you don't necessarily have to Guardian 4 on everything, but being able to go up to 4 can really protect even against really big hits. And then at the end of his activation, you can then choose, that hero unit and just say, you know what? Nobody gets to shoot him. Well, they can perform ranged attacks, so they'll have to melee him. But this is really good for a lot of, I feel like this would be really good with Sabine, who's gonna run in and try and grab an objective or something like that. And you just don't want, it looks like nobody's in range to be able to melee her. Right? But this is cool. I mean, it's obviously also good for Cassian or even Jin. But I think it's really cool. I think it's a super fun one, especially if that person is gonna like stand by or something like that. I don't know. I just feel like that's going to be really good. Yeah, especially if somebody's going to stand by and you don't want them to be shot and get suppressed and lose it. All right, so we're going to do K2 and Cassian here, and I'm just going to be clipping them off. I'm going to do Cassian first. Now, I had to make a decision on what type of config I was going to do with him, how I want to set him up, because I don't magnetize limbs. It's not really my thing, so I'm going to give him I'm going to separate his arms. I'm not going to have him double holding. I think there's too many units in this game that have hands crossed holding, a two-handed weapon. And I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I feel like there's very few units that actually have their hands separated. And I appreciate the hands separated units. And I'm going to clean that off a little bit right there. There we go. All right. So we're going to go that one. And this is the gun that would be in his, his upgrade. So this would be if you ran him with no gun. But that's a bigger gun. So you know what? I want that one because it's a bigger gun. Sure, why not? Why not? Let's cut his backpack out right here. And I like to cut all the pieces, and usually I dry fit them before I apply the glue. And I'm going to be using, again, Tamiya, the very, very thin, the extra thin. And we're going to do that. Although I did say I like to dry fit them before I put it on there, didn't I? Yeah, okay. That fits no problem. All right, that's gonna go in. I love this stuff. Wow, I thought for a second it looked like he had nunchucks on his belts there. Didn't it? Doesn't that look like it could be nunchucks? It's obviously 2 cans of spray paint, or 2 cans of whipped cream. It might be 2 cans of whipped cream. Let me know in the comment section what you think it is. Oh, you know what? That's gonna go on last. I want to see how everything else. The arms at least are flexible enough that you're going to have some options on how you want them to go. Or should this go up or the other way? I could probably put this up this way too. That's kind of cool with the backpack. You can kind of put it any which way you want. But I think it makes sense to go this way. I think that's the right way for it to go. Okay. Let's see. How do we want him? We could be kind of like that. And we could be... Oh yeah, so he's gonna be kind of having it up a little bit, or maybe straight. Maybe straight, and maybe this hand should be like, up. Maybe we should do something silly, like have him hold his hand like straight up, and like he's catching something. Wouldn't that be cool? Like he was holding a baby porg. Oh yes. And what if I turn his head this way, like he's looking into his hand. He's like, I can see the mysteries of the universe. Oh my goodness, that's going to be ridiculous, and I might just do it. Yes, I'm going to get like an infinity gem or something like that, or a holocron, and put it into his hand. I'm going to do this, guys. I'm going to glue him looking at his hand like a dummy. And the reason I'm going to do that is I don't play Rebels as much. Usually if you see me... if you see Rebels in my battle reports, it's because Sean is playing Rebels all the time. And so I'm going to be going up against Sean's Cassian. And Sean's going to take a lot more care with his Cassian. But I got to make this Cassian be different. All right, there we go. All right, now how am I going to do this one? Oh, like maybe gun kind of to the side like normal on this one. All right. Yeah. This is beautiful. This is fun. All right. Oh, no, that's bad. I want it down more. Even if it's not perfect. All right. Yeah, like that. That's going to be so dumb. I love it. We're having fun. And that's the beauty of these things, is you can have a little bit of fun with it. And what I'll do is I'm going to use Loctite on his feet to put him in on his base when I'm done with that. But for now, we're going to do K-2SO, and K-2SO will be fun too. But K-2SO is so much cooler. I love K-2SO. I love this guy. He's going to be a beautiful, beautiful miniature. I'm actually intimidated when it comes to painting this guy. I'm definitely putting the gun arm on him. I wonder, it'd be kind of cool to do him kind of like Grievous with 4 arms. I wonder if anybody's ever kind of thought of doing it that way. That would be real fun. Doop doop. Doop 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 doop. All right, yeah, you didn't think you were gonna get terrible singing, did you? All right, this is gonna be on this side. Oh, should we do it? Should we do it straight, or do we do it kind of gangster? I think I'll do it like partial. Yeah, like a sideways or like a diagonal. I want it straight out though, yeah. Beautiful. All right, now what arm are we gonna use for the other side? Probably have some options here, right? Oh, he's got a detonator in this hand. Oh man. And this would be if I wanted him to have no gun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give him the open palm. I don't know if I want him to have the detonator, because if I give him the open palm, I have the option to put like a porg or something in it eventually, and I think that's also important. Let me just clean this up because that was right on the shoulder pad. All right, and you'll go in there. There we go. Oh, and I could have his hands kind of way out, but I'll just have it like that. That's good. You could do a lot with his hands too, because he's a pretty flexible droid there. All right, and then for the head, oh, he's already sticking it out that way. Oops, I'm bumping stuff. There we go. All right, so that's K-2SO. Do. Boom, 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 boom. I like it. All right, I decided I am going to try and make it 4 ways. So I got his other arms. I'm going to try and do the Dooku thing. I'm going to cut the shoulder pad off. I'm going to cut it right there at the shoulder pad. And I think that'll give me enough to get this one like underneath the ball hinge, like right in there. Now it's not designed for that, so I'm not sure how well it'll sticky hold. We're gonna try. It might. It's gonna take some work. That is awesome. I'm gonna try the same thing with the other one. All right, so for this other one, I'm trying to like file it down because it's a little too, narrow to kind of fit in there. So I kind of got to go like in there, like that, something like that. I think that's gonna work. All right, so I got it just under there, and I think it looks about perfect. I love it. All right, you guys, so we're done. We got Cassian and his bewildered, bewildered hand pose, and K2 in his octopus arms pose. I like the Doc Ock. K2S8. Wait, no, K2S4, right? Or maybe 6, because he's like actually, I don't know. We need to get him more. We need to get him more arms. That's really the thing, right? We need to take all the rest of the K-2SOs, all the rest of the arms, and just come up with the ultimate K-2S Death Blossom, Death Lotus. So buy yourself 4 Cassian Andor and K-2SOs just for the extra arms, and have some fun, guys. All right, well, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I want to talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more Legion news, as well as Armada, X-Wing, all cool things, and hopefully some more new Star Wars collectibles soon, all of that good stuff. I want to talk to you later. Thank you so much to my patrons as well. You guys are absolutely magnificent, and I could not do this without you. Thank you so much, and as always, have a great day.